I'm very hungry, so I'm trying to make this presentation very short, okay? And my name is Peng, right? You can call me Paul. And I'm from China. I think the only presenters from Chinese company, right? I'm very happy to be here. And the first things I need to thank you, the cloud and the computer and the big data. This three technology can make us can talk about the AI here. So because computing, coding, the intelligence look like us, and we can talk about the artificial intelligence. But however, we need to trust that computer really can do something better than man, like the memory, and the calculation ability based on the cloud, right? So that's why we can talk about the AI in the finance, in the IoT, in the 5G, whatever. So okay, today is the AI show, so I come for show. Show what? Show UBTECH, okay? First, I play a video. Oh, there's no voice. If no audios, the view is not that good, you know. That side. Okay, again. Okay.
Play it again.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi Jen, let me help.
Hi, Walker.
Hi Amanda. Music.
Yeah, this is our dream and also our company slogan, and also our vision. We want the robots go to every family, go to every business scenario. This is what the UBTECH dedicated in. So, as the video sees, you can see there are many data happening. He's getting with your family members, helping your children, he's taking care of you. So the difference between the robot and the computer and the smartphone is the data collection methods. Actually, everyone, there's no secret, frankly speaking. Just now we're talking about the micro loan. Do you know why in the United States there's no very successful business company in the micro loan? Because the credit system in America is very, very strong. Everyone have the credit report in the government, so they just borrow the money from the bank. That's enough. But in China, in Southeast Asia, the micro loan is very popular. People who be in China driving thousands of the billion companies in last several years because there's no very reliable credit systems. So the information, the data is not collecting enough from the Chinese government. But for us, we can see the robot today, they are different from cell phone and the computer. Everyone use the smartphone like the Apple, you know, they have the Siri. But how many times you talk with the Siri? Has been very few. Because computer and the smartphone, they will not talk with you actively. So that's the difference between robot and the smartphone and other devices like this one, Amazon Echo, Google Homes. But robot, they will talk with you actively. Actually, they are collecting your data. But this data sometimes good, sometimes bad. But if you use that properly, it will really helping us. So this is, we think, robot will become the center of the family and many, many business scenarios. So what the UBTECH focus on when we talk about AI? If you want to make a robot can look like us, can move, can go to pick up the food for you, can walk up the stairs, you need to think about how to make the joint. It's like us. I think the most important thing for the human beings, for an animal becoming the human being, because we release our hand. By the practice in the farming, by getting the food, we become more and more smart by the practice, the experience. So robot, the first things we focus on is the servo motor and the motion control. And then we spend a lot of money and the times in the slum, simulation, landing, and mapping. This one can help our robots can see the things, avoid the objectives as what the human beings can do. And another thing is computer vision. It's the most important things in this in this trends of the AI. Because AI these years, most of the research is on the computer vision and the NLP, the interact between the machine and the people. So UBTECH, we are not only doing that key technologies, we are building the platform, the robot operation system. If you're using the Android, Microsoft, iOS, you know, this platform is a basic. Only you download some app, only use some tools can make your life more effectively. So in the next generation, you will familiar with another operation system. We call the iOS. And based on that, we package all our skills into different APIs. We share this platform to the second developer company and many partners in the globally, like the operator, like the research center. And based on this key ability, they can develop many, many different kind of the app to help your life. For example, in the entertainment, education, smart home, and the others. And UBTECH have some investment in the different countries. For example, in the China, we work with Tsinghua. We invest a lab there in Sydney University. And this year, we invest in the Tokyo University. And also the IEEE, we have the co-lab there. And this is our investor, Tencent, UBTECH, CP, Tesla. And we have another 3 partners, Amazon, Apple, Disneyland. If you go to the Apple store, you can see the only robots for education is from UBTECH, but there's another joint from DJI. It's a very famous company also. And UBTECH have the 5 R&D center and the lab there. And Mr. Tao is the top 5 computer vision fellows and the scientists. We have many papers in the ECCV and CVPR in these computer vision areas. And he's our co-CTO. And also they call the robot father of the Japan. Takamasi is also our co-CTO in our company. So this is some academic award in the different papers, different organizations. And we own a lot of the patents in China and overseas. And now we are helping the Chinese government to building out the service robot standard and also the IC, the global robot standard. Because we think robot will come to our family, the AI will help in our life. But today, we cannot say the worker can walk to your home already. No, it's another 5 years, maybe another 10 years. But this is our dream. But before that, what we need to do? There's something already can be practical used in the industrial and the business service industry. I will show you something what we have done, similar as paper, like the SoftBank. But this one, the numbers of the users is more than the SoftBank already.
Fast-paced, busy life, business challenges. WeCruiser, a cloud-based intelligent humanoid robot. At transportation hubs, Cruiser is an intelligent crew member. At banks, Cruiser is an intelligent lobby manager. Cruiser supports multi-site video conferencing. At exhibitions, Cruiser is an intelligent and informative guide. At shopping malls, Cruiser is an intelligent shopping guide and entertainer. At automobile dealerships, Cruiser is an intelligent sales representative. With one command, you can make multiple cruises cruisers monitor and patrol simultaneously. With the open API, Cruiser can be customized to intelligently serve in various scenarios. Intelligent service, without limits.
So if you go to Dubai, you go to Australia, Americans, China, you can see a lot of these robots. I think this is the most highest volume, really practical using robot in the world. And we also have some other scenarios like this kind of the petrol robot, electricity robot. This is already used in the China and some other countries. Because why? When you send the people go to electricity area, check the how to say, the area, the equipment temperature is too high or not. I think the robot can really do better than the man because the computer vision. And they can record all the information more better than my brain because the memory for the computer is better. And also, we do for the techos in all the data center and the cloud data center. They ask UBTECH to make this kind of robot to help them make sure they can do better than the humans in their data center. And of course, UBTECH, we also develop many technologies in the CPU, like the tracking, recognition, and the moving detections. But not all the technologies can be used to date. So we made a platform, the Universal Algorithm platform. We work with the business partner and universities and some government even to help them train algorithm, help them to make sure this kind of the skill can be really helping your business. Even for the banking, for example, in China they have the medicine insurance. They need to check the people really use their car to get their insurance or not. So there are many applications based on this platform. This is our skill in the vision. And second, I want to talk about the education. This is my really topic today. Because there's no doubt, AI is a trend based on the 4.0 industrial revolution. And you know, the National Artificial Intelligence Strategy already launched by many companies, by many countries in last 2 years. If you read the news in the February 21st, the Mr. Trump, the President of the United States, also launched the United States AI strategy. It's very seldom to see that American government push the time and effort in any kind of industry. That means what? That means the AI is very important already. So you see another data. This is the education in the coding, in the AI already going to many schools in last 5 years. Actually, the American is the leading. That's why most of the software company, the innovation company is still in the United States. Because since the small Bush until Obama, until Trump, they already have many investment on the education for the kids, for the university students. So in the UK, in the Korea, China, Australia, American, they already have the policy. China just launched a new policy last year, end of last year. Every school, from the elementary school until the high school, must have the artificial intelligence practice class. And the last 2 weeks ago, coding is becoming the must take examination. If in your high school, go to the university, if you cannot pass through the coding subject, you cannot get a diploma. So this is how the Chinese government forced on the new generation to spend the time and the effort there. So when we talk about the AI education, there's very difficult things because most of the people and the countries, we are lack of the curriculum system, we lack of the teacher, we also lack of the study environment. Another thing is lack of the AI ecosystem. Today we talk about AI. Oh, my AI is very good, the application is best. But tomorrow, maybe the thing we taught today is already, it's outdated already. It's nothing new. And next year, maybe the Microsoft just sell their NLP platform to the Alexa, the Amazon. So that means what? That means maybe in the next year, all the NLP platform is free. So how do you think about we talk about AI today? It's really the AI. So when you do the education, it's the same. You need to have an ecosystem, company, government, university, and enterprise to work together to provide the latest information and the technologies to the learners. So this is what the UBTECH, we just do the education for around 4 years, but we are the unicorn companies in the world for the AI and also AI education. So we designed the system like this. We made sure all the curriculum, all the teaching tools, easy for learn, easy for teach. So this is phase for 100% students in the January education. Because only 100% students learn about the AI, understand what the future thinks, they will open their mind. Actually, in China, we have many poor areas, but we visit around thousands of successmen nowadays when they are from the poor families. They told us, the things we need when I'm young, I don't need money. I need to open my mind. I need to know what's happening in the world. So this is what they share with us. So after these January educations, we provide another solution is PBL curriculum to some demonstration center. Because for example, in the Kenya have 100 schools, but maybe only 10 schools, they are very focused on the engineering. So these top 20 or 30% students, they have talents, they have interest in. They should go to this kind of school and this kind of center to learn about the advantage things. After that, you will find out some people will really go to the AI industry, really help you in the different areas. So this is our system to design our curriculum. So nowadays, UBTECH provide to Chinese and global school education partners in Singapore, in American, in China, it's more than 3,000 schools. We have the curriculum from the elementary school until the, we call the K-12, and also the high school and the university and the research levels for different kind of the product. If you have time later on, you can go to my booth behind. We have bring something here, and my colleague also. And UBTECH provide what? We provide the online and offline creative platform. We provide the teacher training tools. We provide in the competition. We provide the certification and also the AI lab, and also connecting to many universities in the world who already cooperation with us. We bring these people together in the same platform to share the best way to teach, to learn. And all our curriculum and our teaching methods based on the 5E and the PBL. And the education method is STEM, STD. So we want to make this kind of the latest and good methods to every classroom, every country. So this is my first trip to Kenya, but I feel very happy. It's because yesterday I go to some university and see a lot of the genius students there. I think they are really the powers for helping our economic. If you remember, if you know China, in the 1979 or 1980s, the GDP, China and most of the African countries is the same, even below. But you know, 30 years past, China, the economy is getting up because Chinese government really spend a lot of money on the education and the technology education, really. And so this is our curriculum, have the 1.0 for the January education, 100%, and the AI, the PPL curriculum, and the 3.0, work with the university, real companies, and some governments. So this is our curriculum and the hardware and the tools. Later on, you can go to behind to see. And this is the other from the different grade and the different school. Also, we are facing a lot of customer using the CIE, the Cambridge International Education Standard, and also the IB. We're also helping them based on our platform and our curriculum to make some suitable the classes for them, interesting class and the inside school class. So I show you what they do. And this they can learn and write different things. And this one, you know the Boston Dynamic, right? The robot can fall down and walk up. But that one is 20 million. This is only $100, $200. You can see the difference, but teaching the different concepts. This robot only uses the IR sensor and the MCU controlled. Very simple. For the 6 years students can learn how to control a robot fall down and stand up. And this is for higher, for the university level. The motion tracking human body. And last one. Actually, there are a lot. We have the different subjects. This is something. So, okay, generally said, UBTECH is providing the solutions for the students and the teacher, from the kindergarten, pre-K, K-12, secondary school and high school and institution with different platforms. And we also working with some experts, with some companies and the universities to provide this kind of the solutions. And also for the outside school, because many students, if they're very talented, they're not enough in the school. So there's some special AI center. We work with the different government to make the talent students to go to that kind of center to really get in more deeper in the artificial intelligence and the robot. Okay, this just several page. Our competition with IEEE in the different university in the world. And Carnegie Mellon use our platform. In China, many students, good. Okay, this is to see. UBTECH, if you go to the global Apple shop, you can see our robot. It's also work with the Apple education team. And last, this is our founders. We also come with our president to Africa last year, and German presidents, and so on. Okay, a little bit. I made an advertisement for my partner. This is our partner, Manchester City. And City with us, we use the sport and the AI for the children education. This is good for them to interesting on the AI, interesting on the robotics. So we are also trying to work with Manchester City this year to make a fund in the for Africa. We want to have the top club to training them how to play football, but also training them how to know about the robotics. And the others I just passed through. I do another advertisement for my partner, Marvin's Disneyland. Everyone watch the movie Avenger? Avenger 4 coming which day? April 26th. UBTECH going to have I think next 2 months UBTECH will be more famous because we're doing the first Iron Man robot with Marvin's. And Avenger 3 is 2 billion in count. And we hope Avenger 4 can get more. And UBTECH robots also can get some business. So I'm looking for partner in Africa actually. So I already have partner and distribution channels in the China, American, Asia Pacific, Southeast Asia. It's my first trip here. So that's all. Everyone wants to be a hero. So we hope everyone in this room doing the AI will be the hero in the Industrial 4.0 and the next trends of the technology revolution. Thank you. Actually have 2 more pages. Can I finish that? Only 2 more. Only 2 more, okay. Sorry. A little bit advertisement for UBTECH. We are the $5 billion evaluation company. And in the CB Insight, in the Chinese report, in the biggest unicorn in the artificial intelligence, we are top 10 biggest AI company in the world. Thank you.